Hello student, I am your science teacher. My name is Mrs. Arpita Singh. I am here with the third chapter from your science, that is synthetic fibers and plastics. Now the content covered in this video is taken from your book, this session book of Cordova publication. If you face any doubt regarding the chapter, kindly clear your doubts in the online classes, or you can ask and clear the doubts in our school portal message box also. The topics or the content which will be covered in this chapter are introduction of the chapter, what are the types of the fibers, what is polymers, synthetic fibers, what are their advantages, disadvantages, what are the uses of different types of synthetic fibers, plastics, kinds of plastics, how plastic and environment deal with each other, then solution to problems which are created by the plastic. Today's video we will cover introduction, types of fibers and polymers. So we'll start our chapter here. Now we all wear clothes, different clothes. Some are fond of even having matching clothes, matching footwears, matching wrist watch, wristbands, everything they need to have matching ones. So we need to know exactly what type of fiber or what are the things which are required for making these clothes. These clothes are made up of different type of fibers which are made up of different fabrics. Now, these clothes are made up of different fabrics which are made up of different type of fiber. Now, if we talk about fiber, so basically fibers are obtained either from plants and animals naturally or from synthetic process. These fibers are highly strong, flexible, they are thread-like material which are used for making fabrics. Fibers are even used for making several household items like ropes, nets, even they are used for making carpets, curtains and so on. This is a diagrammatic representation of how a fiber is converted into a fabric. This is a fiber, synthetic fiber, which is yarn into a particular fabric. This is another image of nylon fiber, which is having different colors woven together to form a particular material. Coming to types of fibers. Basically, the fibers are divided into two major types, that is natural fibers and human-made or synthetic fibers. These natural fibers are again divided into two main types, plant fiber and animals fiber. Plant fibers, as the name suggests, are obtained from the plants, and animal fiber, as the name suggests, they are obtained from the animals. Plant fibers mainly deal with the flower and the stem of the plant, while the animal fiber deals with with the wool and the silk thread which is obtained with the help of cocoon. Plant fibers are divided into three types: cotton fibers, jute fibers and linen. Now cotton fibers are obtained from cotton plants. Cotton plant के अंदर जो रुई उगती है, that कपास का पेड़, that is cotton fiber. Jute is obtained from jute plant. The stem of the jute plant is used. Then linen fiber is obtained from the stalk of the flax plant. Coming to the animal fibers, there are two main types of animal fibers. First is wool and second is silk. Wool is obtained from sheep, camel, yak and angora rabbit, while the silk is obtained from the silkworm, that is cocoon, helps us to derive or obtain silk. Now that was about natural fibers. As the chapter itself is dealing with the synthetic fiber, we'll come to synthetic fiber in a more elaborated way. Now, synthetic fibers are the fibers which are obtained through different chemical processes at the industrial level. These synthetic fibers are prepared using raw materials of petroleum origin, which is known as petrochemicals. That means केमिकल प्रोसेस की हेल्प से फाइबर्स को जब बनाया जाता है इंडस्ट्री में, उनको कहा जाता है सिंथेटिक फाइबर्स। मोस्टली इनको बनाने के लिए पेट्रोलियम ओरिजिन, दैट मीन्स पेट्रोकेमिकल्स का यूज़ करा जाता है। देयर आर 4 मेजर टाइप ऑफ सिंथेटिक फाइबर्स: नायलॉन, रेयॉन, पॉलिस्टर और टेरिलिन और एक्रिलिक फाइबर। These four we'll discuss later on. Right now we'll deal ki what exactly the thing helps in the formation of these fibers or synthetic fibers and natural fibers. For that we are taking two examples. First example we are taking over here is the necklace, which is made up of beads. When you observe this necklace carefully, you can have a look that it is first necklace is having pink, black and white beads. Second one is having red, white and yellow beads. Large number of different beads are joined together to form a necklace. Similarly, over here we are taking 12 paper clips which are joined together. That means a single clip then joined to another, then another and so on. Both of these examples give us that a large number of small beads and small clips are joined together to form a single large unit. So we can conclude that synthetic fiber is also a chain of small units which is known as monomer, joined together to form a single large unit called a polymer. The polymer's definition is like that. A monomer is a small molecule which can combine together end to end in large number to form a large unit called polymer. Or we can say that a polymer is a very large unit formed by the combination of a large number of smaller molecules or smaller units called monomers joined end to end by chemical bond. Now over here momentum is wrong, here monomer should come. Here is the image to show like how monomers combine together to form a polymer. Friends, different monomers or small unit of monomers combine together by the process of polymerization, they form a polymer. Now what is polymerization? So polymerization is a process of joining large number of smaller molecules monomers to form a larger molecule of polymer. If we break the spelling of polymer, we can say poly means many and mer means repeated units. That means many different smaller units when arranged in a repeated manner, they form a polymer. And this arrangement is done by the process of polymerization. Now, if we talk about polymers, so polymers are present in both natural as well as synthetic fibers. For natural fibers, we can take the example of cotton fiber, which is made up of the polymer of cellulose. Now, cellulose is made up of the monomer of glucose. Here is the image from your textbook in which small units of glucose combine together to form cotton or the polymer by the process of polymerization. Similarly, when we talk about nylon, nylon is prepared by the polymerization of amide molecules which work as a monomer unit. Now, some polymer exhibit different type of structures. So, the two different type of structures are discussed over here. First one is linear polymer and second is cross-linked polymer. The polymer which is formed by the monomers linked in a linear or a single line arrangement are known as linear polymers, and the process involved is known as linear polymerization. While the polymers of monomers which are cross-linked to each other and arranged in that cross-linked pattern are known as cross-linked polymers, and the process involved is known as cross-linked polymerization. These are the two diagrams. You can even refer your book also if you find the diagram easier there. it will be all your choice, but I would suggest try to go through your own textbook rather than going to the online books or even following any Google or other thing. This was about your chapter first topic that is completed. I would request you all to stay home, stay safe, study hard and listen to your parents. Again, I will repeat my words, children. It is better to refer your own textbook rather than going for the online books and other things, because your books will help you to be connected with it. When you will go through the online things, then for online things you have to devote more time on the online things. Okay, if you face any doubt regarding any of the topic, even if topic is not clear to you, if you want to ask anything, any query you have, you are free to question on the portal. Till my second video, I would request you all to please stay safe, study and do prepare for your upcoming exam. Thank you.